Hello there. Welcome to the first episode of Rare and Extinct Foods. What are the rare and extinct foods? Rare and extinct foods are the foods that throughout the centuries or even thousands of years have either been forgotten or neglected. Okay, we're not talking about discrimination. We're not going that far. Food is food, and basically the ingredients are ingredients. Yes, during the medieval there were some accusations of rye bread, and then there was some accusation of this and that, but we're not going to go that far. We're just talking about the what are the foods that are mostly used to be some of the most famous foods, and throughout the years for different reasons. And I say this is not like a specific theory or a specific scientific ideas. It was just throughout the years, people basically turned a blind eye to that food, salad, and dessert. Today, I'm gonna show you how to make one of the very delicious salads that unfortunately has been forgotten in many parts of the world. Maybe at one point it was more famous in some countries and it was used in other countries as a delicacy, but throughout the years it has been forgotten. It's a very tasty salad. Are you like me that you buy your salad from outside? And of course, the bill is a lot. At the end of the month, you are paying hundreds of dollars for your salad. That's fine. Sometimes we need to buy salad. Sometimes we need to buy ingredients. Sometimes we need to buy basically cooked food from outside. We can't always make them. It's fine. But sometimes it's also good to try something new, which I'm going to show you today. Today I'm going to show you how to make Seville orange and pinto beans salad. It's a very delicious and very yummy salad that actually it's easy to make. There are two ways to make the Seville orange pinto bean salad. One of them was if you can find the fresh, of course, Seville orange, which looks like this. It's more aromatic, distinctive orange. And if you can't, there are actually some bottles filled up with Seville orange juice. You can find it in the market. I can show you one. So look at this one. It says Seville orange juice. It's not like it says it's gonna expire 2026 and March 2026, and it seems to be basically a trustable brand in my opinion. It's called Sultan Herbals. It doesn't say, it says product of, so they either product of Iran or product of Turkey or product of, it's either made in Turkey, made in Iran, or sometimes in some of the other Middle Eastern countries. But these are the only two countries I actually have seen to be made in those two countries. So let's just dive in and start making them. The first thing you want to do is, the name of the salad does not contain one of the main ingredients, which is actually very yummy. This is purple cabbage. We used purple cabbage in this salad. The name, as far as I remember, does not contain the purple cabbage. It's called Seville orange pinto bean salad. But, well, here you go. Here we have one of the ingredients. It's been this half purple cabbage. It's been in the basically closed plastic bag inside a fridge. But since it's been there for 2 days, what I want to do is I'll take the front upper layer out, and then I always take basically a little bit off from the open side area. The reason is I just want to make it as fresh as possible, not trying to waste it. Just want to make sure that it's not the old, the taste is basically fresh. And of course we don't need this part, take it off. And then what I do is I really like to actually cut it in pieces right here. It's easier to cut it in pieces. I tell you what, because sometimes some dust or some basically unwanted basically stuff might get trapped into the purple cabbage. So I want to start actually cutting it into the sizes that I actually like to cut it. I'm not gonna wait till the basically cut it on the board and put it into the basically basin or sink and try to wash it there. Let's do it right here. And just remember, when you get to the very hard stuff, hard part, this area, we don't need that. I mean, some people are more creative and use that part for cooking, but we just don't go too far toward the harder part of the purple cabbage. It just doesn't make it taste good, and it can create a little bit of unpleasant taste while you're doing it, while you're adding it to the salad, to the person who's going to basically consume it. So let's wash it through. This way, because it's already cut in pieces, when you're washing it, basically you are getting rid of the all of the ingredient, all of the basically unwanted dust, or if there is basically some kind of pesticide still. Some people use this. I try not to use it on the inside the salad. I use it usually for the fruits. It says fruit and veggie wash, so I tend not to use it inside the ingredient that I use in a salad. I think research has shown that using water is actually bring down the amount of the possible bacteria slightly down. I'm not saying if it's basically has some kind of a basically under the recall or anything like that, you have to wash it with water and it will solve the problem. Of course not. I'm just saying using water usually it's not a bad idea. Not too much water, but see, it's been there right now for around 1 minute. And of course I washed my hands beforehand. Okay, this is almost ready now because water has gone throughout all of the areas. So this is ready for us. I just leave it on this side. And then what I'm gonna do is now, I'm gonna cut this Seville oranges in half. They have a lot of seeds. You gotta be careful on that. That it has a lot of seeds. So when you are trying to make this salad, you have to always remember of the amount of the seed that Seville orange has. So I'm going to use this, and to catch the seeds, I'll use it. So it is juicy. I try to get as much as juice possible out. Of course, we don't want to use any other stuff other than the Seville orange juice. It's very sour and it is very aromatic, distinctive taste. It's hard to eat it raw, so I don't recommend anybody eating it raw. Usually it's used in a salad or to provide taste to food, different foods. I was thinking of using 2 Seville oranges, but it seems this is so juicy. So usually, sometimes they are like, I shouldn't say usually, but sometimes they're not juicy enough. So then you end up using 2 of them. But at this time, I think I can show you how much juice I got from this, just 1 Seville orange. I think that's enough because you don't want to make it too sour also. So you have to always make sure that there is a happy medium there. So this is the amount of the juice that is collected. It's quite a bit. I think that would be enough for now. And so I add a little bit mayo. Mayo basically mellows down the taste of the sour taste of the Seville orange. You don't want it too sour, of course. So this is, I'm not going to put too much mayo. I mean, I have another mayo also, but I don't want it to put too much anyway. So I think this is enough. I know it's at the end of the bottle, but that's good enough for now. So the next part is we want to make sure that if we have a can of pinto beans, which I use usually organic to make it taste better. So I open the can. I want to get rid of the water. I don't want this water of the can to be added anywhere to my salad. It won't make it taste good. I mean, tiny bit is okay, but I usually want to get rid of as much as I can. This is another taste, so I don't want it to be mixed with the taste of the salad I'm making. My salad is Seville orange and pinto bean. It's not a pinto bean canned salad, so I'll try to get it as much out possible. When it stops streaming, falling down, and it comes to the drops, then I think that's the good time that I can say I got rid of the most of the waters inside, or maybe when 1 or 2 of them start falling, 1 of the 2 of the pinto beans start falling. Okay, that should be good. You also can use good. So now we are down to adding tomato. The reason I add 1 tomato is tomato also helps to settle down a little bit of a Seville orange's bitter and sour taste. So basically I'm using it, and again, I'm not going to use the board. It's a small salad. If you're comfortable with your knife, with your kitchen knife, and you know how sharp it is, and you know you're not distracted like me, that I'm distracted a little bit, then I don't think there is any problem using it. But of course, it's always recommended to be safe than sorry. So I don't want to say that. Okay, so I don't want to make it too small also, and not too big. So something that it's not very big and not very small. Now I can add my purple cabbage. Sometimes you don't need to add the whole purple cabbage. Sometimes a little bit, so you can, if there is a lot of purple cabbage left, you can leave the rest out. And now it's the time that I want to just mix them up and see how it looks like now. It's a very nice salad, especially if you have some guests coming in. And what I always do is at this stage I add a little bit of a table salt, not too much, just a sprinkle, because as I said, you want to keep the taste of the bitter, sour taste of the Seville orange. I do use this ingredient for some of my salads. I try not to overuse it, just maybe one is good enough, one sprinkle is good enough. Then, I mean, you can always use a little bit of a pepper. Maybe tiny bit of a pepper is not a bad idea. And now, just I continue mixing them up. I mean, you can be creative. You can add olive oil. You can add, if you think you want to add some kind of a vegetable to it. But these are the purple cabbage, Seville orange, and pinto beans are the main ingredients. Okay, I think we're getting there.